G&G has been on a roll this year. They've released gun after gun after gun. We've had to do so many reviews for them. You would think that we're a shill for G&G. But I haven't seen that in the comments, you salty airsofters. So originally we were supposed to have RGK Airsoft do this video. However, Boaz lost all the footage. Isn't that right, Boaz?
Whoop.
Anyways, we do have him shooting the gun, so that's going to be fun to watch. Let's just get into it. In front of me, I have the G&G TR16 308 SBR. Now, the name is very interesting because G&G already has a TR16 line, which is their Full Metal M4 and M16 guns. But as we can clearly see, this isn't either of those. This is a 308. It's like a not HK417, but a very interesting concept. Getting into the externals, we have the nice full metal receiver, which it's G&G, so we know what that means. It has the nice billet style cuts, so it makes it very aggressive, and has a very aggressive texturing on there. It's almost like a sandpaper-ish, very gritty feeling to it. But going to the back, we have G&G's new stock. It is a 6-position stock that is completely adjustable with quite a lot of battery space, even though it is more of a minimalist style stock. We have their ergonomic pistol grip, which doesn't really give you any texturing, but nice beaver tail, so it's a little bit more comfortable. The flat trigger, of course, and finally we have the nice M-lock rail with those aggressive for looks. Other cool features of this gun are going to be the quick detach sling points on the left and right hand side of the rail, and the left and right hand side of the stock. And then if you don't want to run that, you do have the ambidextrous sling plate for left and right hand side of the gun to run a standard clip. On top of that, we do have the ambidextrous selector switch, which does have a 45-degree throw, the ambi bolt catch and mag release, and the Knight's Armament flip up sights. In front of me, I have the Mark II. There is the Mark I right here, and the only differences are going to be the chunkier stock, the longer barrel, and the different rail system. Other than that, it's going to be completely the same internally and receiver-wise. So I'm going to review the Mark II because this one's kind of boring and I like this one better. So okay, getting into the gearbox, it is the G2H gearbox, which I've talked about before. It's their creme de la creme, you know, quick chain spring system, double O-ring cylinder, 8mm bushings, yada yada, electronic trigger. Go check out one of our other videos. So that is a completely aftermarket upgradable gearbox. So you can put gears, MOSFETs, whatever you want to it. But because of that, it's a standard M4 version 2 gearbox in a 308 system. It has proprietary magazines. Look at this. It's in the center of the magazine. You know how irritating that is? It doesn't take regular SR25 mags that G&G already has with their GR25. It actually uses the same style of magazine in the officially licensed Knight's Armament SR25. So if you wanted to use the Stanag style magazines, you can do that. But why do they do that? It's kind of like they copied KWA's homework, but changed the answers a little bit. But it's still proprietary magazines. Ugh! However, they do feed alright, so take that for what it is. And like I said, they copied KWA's homework, so it has the auto cutoff feature. So when the gun is out of BBs, it will stop firing. However, it will stop firing if there is no magazine in it as well. So don't contact G&G. Read the manual, guys. I literally had a customer earlier this week that had this same issue. He was like, it's not firing. And I had to reach in there, hit the lever, and dry fire it for him to show him that his gun still worked. Guys, reading. Now, G&G had a very interesting choice when it came to the stock design. On the Mark I, it is more of a crane style stock. Kind of basic, a lot of battery space, but it is what it is. But on the Mark II, it's more minimalist. And when it comes to the stock design, when other companies tend to make minimalist style stocks, it's typically pretty ugly. But this one's actually pretty nice and has a lot of battery space. This is a hinge design, so on the back plate, all you have to do is pull the bottom out and it completely opens up and reveals the entire backspace, which you can stuff a battery within this length and throughout the buffer tube. The Mark 1 also has this hinge feature as well, and both of these stocks are sold separately. So if you're looking for a new stock for your build, check these out. One huge thing that G&G did to this gun is pre-wire it to Dean's. Amazing! And it comes with a Tamiya adapter for all you boomers out there. Where's everybody else at, huh? Hello? The G&G TR16 308 SBR is going to be chronoing in at about 390 to 410 feet per second with a .20 gram BB, with a rate of fire of about 20 BBs per second with an 11.1 LiPo. Alright guys, here's RandomGuyKev shooting the 308 SBR because Boaz lost the remainder of the footage.
Whoops. What's going on, guys? Your boy RandomGuyKev here, and I'll be shooting the G&G SBR 308. So we have a target about 150 feet out. I'm going to shoot the target, but I'm also going to shoot the bushes behind it just because I want to see how far it goes. But yeah, like that feels good right there. I like that. That full auto, and let me try and shoot. Like, that feels great right there. Like shooting in full auto and semi, that feels really good. I like, and then the mag, I mean, it's proprietary, but it's like this, it just tells you when it's done. Literally, like you can't pull the trigger anymore. I love the flat trigger on here. Flat trigger on guns is perfect for me. I love it so much. But with this, I love the ergonomics of this gun. But I mean, that's it for me. Like shooting it, I think it was perfect. I like this. I love the stock too as well.
How did the trigger response feel?
The trigger response was very like precise. It was like as soon as I pressed it, it was like boop, 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 boop. It was great. I loved it. But that's it with the 308. The range and accuracy was amazing. Like I was shooting the target 150 feet, but if you like a little bit behind it as well. I was shooting the grass, the hedges behind it, so it was really good. Like it was just going straight, and then it wasn't deviating too much from the target, but it was right on target. If I had a red dot on here, it'd probably be a lot better. But all in all, trigger response, it firing in full auto, the range was pretty good. It's pretty amazing straight out the box. I don't feel like you have to really do anything to this gun as far as upgrading it. You can just shoot it straight out the box and it does what you need it to do.
The G&G TR16 308 SBR Mark 1 and 2 are going to be retailing for $390 at AirsoftGI.com. Wow, guys. That's under $400. G&G. But not really. It's might as well be $400. And don't forget to use the Wombo Combo. Because if you don't, I might as well upcharge you, which I'm gonna do. I will find you. In terms of performance, I would put the G2H gearbox, in my personal opinion, I'd say I'd put it past the Crytek Trident gearbox, and just barely, like by like a hair past the VFC Avalon gearbox. And the reason for that is because of the electronic trigger and the MOSFET. I believe it does have a better MOSFET than the Gen 2 Avalons, but the trigger response out of this is going to be much better. In terms of rate of fire, it's not going to be as good as the new KWA series, but it's pretty healthy. I think it's around 20 BBs a second, so still really good, but it is a 40 round magazine, so keep that in mind as well. It is a 308, so I do think it is supposed to be more of a DMR, but because it is an SBR, more of a battle rifle. At the end of the day, guys, it is a high-end gun. Honestly, past the $300 price point, they're all going to perform about the same. It's honestly going to be personal preference at that point on which team you want to give your money to. So the G&G 308 SBR is honestly very nice. Very good trigger response, very good rate of fire. The gearbox itself is solid, but it's honestly very confusing for me because it's supposed to be a DMR long range style rifle, but it has the short barrel. But again, it has the high FPS, but it wants to be CQB. It's very confused. But you can get this at AirsoftGI.com. Make sure you use the Wombo Combo to save as much as possible, free shipping and reward store credit, and find a coupon code that'll work for you. Make sure you subscribe for more content. We upload every Wednesdays and Fridays. and give us a thumbs up. You saw our last video? We were able to give you guys free stuff. You want free stuff, don't you? Give us the thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
What's going on? Oh, come on, bring it. Bring it. Bring it, come on, you can't do it. Come on, do it. Do it. Yeah. Another one. I love it.